What up, what up, what up? It's Dray Day again. Part 2. With that being said, let's now go to the Western Conference. Where should I start? Oh, yeah. The Warriors. The badasses of the NBA. The bad boys of the NBA. As far as ringing, not badasses like the Detroit Piston bad boys, but you get where I'm going. Where should I... This is so depressing to me because I feel like the season will be boring this year because of the Warriors. But it's not because of the Warriors as a front office. It's because of one particular person, Mr. Kevin Durant. I think me and you need to have a talk. You're a bitch. Plain and simple. You're a bitch. Last year, you had a chance to beat the Golden State Warriors. You were up 3-1. Hear me out. 3-1. All you had to do was win one more game. One more. Oh no. You choke in game 6. You lose game 5. And you lose game 7. You add that up. Free agency comes. And you choose to join the team that beat you? What up with that? What part of the game is that? Now, for all of y'all that keep saying, oh, LeBron did it, wrong. When LeBron joined the Heat, I will say this again to you illiterate motherfuckers out there. When LeBron joined the Heat, now again, at this time I was a Heat fan. We were only a playoff-bound team. First round, and then we're out. 1 year, we played Atlanta. We lost to them in 7 games. First round. Next season, we played Boston. We lose to them in 5 games. That offseason is when LeBron and Bosh came, and that's when we excelled to championship contenders. But even at that time, we still wasn't considered somewhat the favorite because you still had to worry about Boston. You still had to worry about Chicago. The Lakers were still the Lakers at that time. So we weren't really considered the favorites to win the championship. Because you can put all this talent together all you want. But if you don't have that chemistry, it's not going to work for you. But the point I'm trying to make is this. You had something special in OKC. Okay? Championship contenders. The Warriors didn't need you. I'm not mad at the Warriors for going after you. Like, they did what they were supposed to do. Free agency comes. Okay, let's go after the best person that's on the market. Well, they went after you. They was trying to upgrade from what they had because, trust me, Kevin Durant is a much, much better player than Harrison Barnes. Let's just get that out the way. But as far as your toughness, your competitive nature goes, you're a bitch for what you did. Like, you don't care for, like, you're not trying to earn your championship. You want a free ride. And that's exactly what you just did here. You want a free ride. You said, oh, fuck fighting these niggas to get it. I'm going to join these niggas. And now what makes it worse is now every chance you get, you take a stab at your old team. That's like you dating a chick for almost 8-9 years. You have your happy moments. Oh, he's the best or she's the best in the world. Oh, I love them to death. Somebody talk shit about them. You ride with them. You stick up for them. Now y'all break up. Now you with the new person. And now you take the stabs at your old person. And that's what you're doing right now. Like, you're on cloud 9. I get it. You're on cloud 9. You feel like you're untouchable right now. You feel like that nothing can stop y'all this year. Which I'm hoping to God you're wrong. I'm hoping somebody beat y'all. I need the Spurs I need LeBron to save this season because those are the only two teams that I can see giving the Warriors a problem this year. Now, enough about the Warriors. It's time to talk about the other teams. The Spurs. Now, I, for one, I respect the Spurs. You can say they're kind of like my second team because I've always respected the Spurs ever since Tim Duncan because I followed him since his Wake Forest days. See, I don't just follow players when they make the pros. I follow them through their career, you know, from high school to college and all that shit. That's how you know I'm a real fan. I'm not one of these bandwagon fans that just jump on board when they get their little 15 minutes of fame, like these Steph Curry fans. But again, I respect the dude. I love what he's done. I've loved what he's done. He has an amazing family. He has game. I respect that. But back to the Spurs right now. They're going to miss Tim Duncan. They're going to miss that leadership on the floor. And I think right now, LaMarcus Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard, they got to step up. They have to equal that leadership that Tim Duncan had. Because right now, the torch has been passed to y'all. The torch has been passed to y'all. The Spurs didn't give y'all all this money just for y'all to just sit on it. Y'all got to be the leaders now. You know, Parker's getting up there in age. Ginobili, I'm surprised he's still there. I thought he was going to retire with Duncan. So, you got, like, right now, y'all two got to hold it down now. You know, LaMarcus Aldridge, you got a lot of making up to do, my man. A lot of making up to do. You know, in the playoffs last year, you know, you did your thing against Memphis, but they were short a lot of players. So, your playoffs didn't really start until you played OKC. The first two games, you were unstoppable. Nobody could touch you. That baseline jumper, that elbow jump shot, you kept making those. Like, nothing can stop you. The first two games. Then after that, there was an APB on you. Like, we couldn't even find you. So, you got a lot of making up to do. There's rumors going around that he's not happy in San Antonio and they may trade him. He may not make it towards the end of the season. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not. He can do some things at San Antonio. He can do some things. Pau Gasol is there now. That's an underrated move that nobody is talking about. He fits perfect with the Spurs. I'm not going to say he's another Tim Duncan, but he can also bring that leadership there. So if Aldridge and Leonard lack leadership, Gasol could also help with that because of his championship pedigree. You know what I mean? Like, he got 2 championships himself. You know, he got them with LA. You know, he can space the floor out. You know, he can defend. He can pass. He's one of the best big men passers that we've known in this game. Even now, you know, he can shoot. He can run the floor. I think Gasol will fit well with the team. David Lee, he's another pickup that nobody is talking about that the Spurs picked up. He can come off the bench and give you a good 15, 20 minutes. He can get you a double-double certain nights. They're going to miss Danny Green for the first 3 weeks because he's out. But this gives Jonathan Simmons a chance to, you know, make his mark. Because he'll probably get pushed into that lineup now. So they're gonna miss Danny Green because the way they move that ball is a thing of beauty. You know, it's a thing of beauty, or the way they move that ball and they find the right man. So they're gonna miss Danny Green. So Simmons, this is his chance to shine right now. The Clippers are just the Clippers. They'll probably be top 5 in the Western Conference. We know that already. They added Maurice Spates, you know, from the Warriors. He can come in the game and give you about 15, 20 minutes. He can rebound. You know, he has a little jump shot. Maybe he could teach DeAndre Jordan a little something and even help him with his free throws too. Brandon Bass, you know, just playing with Doc Rivers will probably motivate him. So again, the Clippers are being the top 5. That there's no argument there. The Grizzlies, formidable. Mike Conley, that $153 million, you got to make it work this year. They broke the bank for your ass, so you got a lot of work to do. You know, you're a point guard. There's a lot of point guards in the Western Conference that you've been overshadowed by because, you got your Westbrooks, you got your Chris Pauls, you got your Steph Currys, you got your Damian Lillards, you know what I mean? But Mike Conley got some game. I don't think it's worth 153 mil, but who am I to count somebody's money? If y'all want to pay him, pay him. Marc Gasol is coming back. They're putting Zach Randolph on the bench. He's gonna come off the bench. JaMychal Green is gonna start for him. They picked up Chandler Parsons from Dallas. That's a nice pickup. Someone that can shoot the tray. Let's see who else. Dallas. They got a nice little squad. Steph Curry's brother is there. I mean, I'm not sure how many minutes he's gonna play because the other diva, Darren Williams, his diva ass is probably still a point guard. I'm still mad at him for getting Avery fired, but that's another story for another day. Dirk is still there, of course. Harrison Barnes went there. He was looking for some money, so now you got to make it work in Dallas. Like, they paid you, so you better make it do. Don't do what you did in the finals. They expect you to perform in Dallas. Andrew Bogut, he's there now. I think him and Dirk will make a good combination. The Thunder, they got Oladipo. Besides losing Durant and Ibaka, Westbrook is gonna go ham this season. Let's just call it what it is. Russell Westbrook is going to reign terror on the league this year. He's playing calm right now. When him and Durant was going back. Well, when Durant was taking stabs at the Thunder, Westbrook just played it off, smooth. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But when this season starts, don't get preseason confused. He's just giving you little teases right now. But when the regular season starts, Westbrook is going to go ham. He may fuck around and get a triple-double this year. He may just fuck around and do that. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be real. It's going to be real interesting. Westbrook, do your thing, boy. Do your thing. Because I, for one, back in the day said I didn't think you and Durant could mesh well together. But, I mean, y'all get into championships. You're getting close to championships. I just felt like y'all were pieces away from making that happen. Me, personally, I felt like you were more of a 2-guard than a 1-guard. You know what I mean? But this year will be your year to do some shit. If y'all could be a top 5 team, top 4 team, then I'll give you the MVP nod. But if you just go out there and average a triple-double and y'all barely make the playoffs, then they're not going to give you the MVP. Houston, they'll probably be a playoff-bound team, but again, I don't take them seriously. James Harden, he's going to be a point guard now. I don't know how that's going to play out. The last I checked, in order for you to be a point guard, you have to get everyone else involved. You have to make players better around you. And I hate to break it to Houston Rockets fans, but James Harden don't do that. Okay? He also don't play defense. Okay? So, you don't play defense. Now you're a point guard. You don't make players better around you. And you got Mike D'Antoni around. And you got Mike D'Antoni as your head coach. Interesting, huh? Your point guard don't play defense. Your head coach don't know a thing about defense. This should be fun. Patrick Beverley is going to be out for a while. So, let's see what happens with the Rockets. The Jazz, they picked up some veterans. They picked up some leadership with Boris Diaw, Joe Johnson. But they're going to miss Gordon Hayward because he's going to be out for a while. So, missing your best all-around player for a few weeks, it's gonna hurt their chances because the first few games of the regular season is going to be very interesting for any team in the Western Conference. The T-Wolves, Karl Anthony Towns, I expect him to have a same season as last year, coming off his rookie year. He's going to take it up. He's going to turn it up a few notches. Chris Dunn, he's going to do some things this season. Ricky Rubio better watch out because his starting job may be on the line. I just feel like they're too young. You know, they don't have nobody there with that experience. I mean, they picked up Tayshaun Prince. He has that championship pedigree, but I think they picked him up just off the strength of they needed somebody there to school these youngins because, let's be real, that team is young. That team is real young in Minnesota. Tom Thibodeau, he preaches defense, so he's definitely going to preach that with these young boys. What other teams are in the West? Portland. I don't need to say nothing about them. They're formidable. I expect them to be in the playoffs. Who else? New Orleans. Anthony Davis, if he can stay healthy, man, like the sky's the limit with this guy, man. But he has to stay healthy, man. Buddy Hield, he was having a great preseason. He's my front runner for Rookie of the Year right now, by the way. They picked up Lance Stevenson. I mean, let's see what happens with New Orleans, man. The key is Anthony Davis staying healthy, because without him, they're not doing nothing. But if Anthony Davis can stay healthy, sky's the limit for New Orleans. Phoenix, they're just too small. Pause. And too young. I don't really expect much from them. I mean, Devin Booker, Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Knight, you know, they'll put their numbers up, but I just don't see much happening with them because they're in the West. So that kind of sucks for y'all. The Kings, womp womp. I feel bad for DeMarcus Cousins and Rudy Gay. They need to get out of there because they're not winning in Sacramento. Denver, womp, get out of here. The Lakers, womp, get out of here. But I am going to talk about y'all because you are the Lakers. Luke Walton, good luck. You went from, you know, winning the championship as an assistant coach. You went from having coaching experience with coaching the Warriors, but again, you were coaching the Warriors. This right here will really be the test to see if you can hang as a head coach. Brandon Ingram, good luck this season. Who else? They picked up Moscow from Cleveland, Luol Deng, so they got some veterans over there now. D'Angelo Russell, he's been playing good this preseason. He got to make up for it for what he did last year, and I ain't talking about on the court. I'm talking about snitching. Who else? They picked up that Chinese guy that used to play in the league years ago. I can't remember his name. Yi some. I can't remember his name, but you know, let's see what happens with the Lakers. They won't be a playoff team. Let's not get that confused. I think that's it for the Western Conference. So I broke down the West. Pretty soon. Now we're gonna talk about. I'll give my predictions. Top 8 teams to make the playoffs in the East. Top 8 teams to make it in the West. And then I'll put it together. And then I will give you my NBA playoff prediction.